What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be doing some training. What we're going to talk about is off leash. A lot of people go to dog trainers and they want to get their dog trained, and there's several packages you get. You can get on leash, you can get basic, you can get off leash. And the main thing about getting your dog trained, and I believe this wholeheartedly, if your dog is not trained in off leash, you're not going to see the results that you were thinking you were going to see when you sent your dog to a dog trainer. Coda is a Belgian Malinois, so she's off leash. And we're also going to talk about heeling too today. So you can see we're out here in the setting, we're off leash, there's no fence or anything. This is important. So off leash is important for any dog to say that you have full control over that dog. For instance, we want to make Coda foos, so I'm going to have her heeled next to me. This is important to me because this tells me a whole lot about the dog. Coda, foos.
Yeah, better run, little sucker. Get on my way. I'm coming for the #1 spot, cause I can make this shit blow up like a gunshot. And I don't think you ever heard of me, but I keep killing shit like fucking World War III. So stay there watching from the and look up to a god, even Adam. Yeah, better run, little fucker. Get on my way, motherfucker. Blow up like a gunshot. Talking shit about me, but you think I really care? I've been grinding hard for all this shit, now you wanna compare? Endlessly, see results, never quit. Everyone is in it, yeah, the money in this music is. Yeah, so better run, little sucker. Get on my way. I'm coming for the #1.
And there's a distraction over there. There's a car garage coming up, right? So this is absolutely important to me. Dogs need to be trained in the basic commands before you put them in a setting to do off leash. They need to know those basic commands, right? Because when you go off leash, sometimes there's punishment that happens. And when we say punishment, we mean a dog won't get a reward or something like that. Or you may have to tap a dog with a collar to make them understand. So, Coda, Platz, Platz, Coda, Platz, Bleib. So Platz means the down in German, and Bleib means to stay. So we want to have those two commands. I want to be able to control my dog off leash with distractions and in any kind of environment. And it depends if there is cats, dogs, other people, whatnot, vehicles, right? Bleib. So there's a motorcycle that's pulling out right now. Brian, can you spin around and show it? All right, so there's a motorcycle pulling out right now. She's really in tune to the motorcycle, but I'm not gonna wait until she chases the motorcycle. I will give her the command before then, Bleib, so she already knows not to go after that motorcycle when he goes by, okay? Extremely important, Bleib. So my dog understands that we're off leash, I still have full control, right? I'm gonna give them commands. You know, motorcycle will fly by, you'll hear it, you won't see it, but Coda's gonna be off leash. Bleib. So I was initiating giving her those commands before the motorcycle actually came by because I was anticipating that, right? So off leash, again, when we talk about off leash, that means my dog needs to know how to sit, stay, down, here, come. So my dog needs to know sit, stay, come. Now, what's important to me and getting that command is this connection that I have with her. Her being able to heel next to me. This tells me a whole lot about our relationship. So this is probably the first command that I'm gonna train her, right? Then I'll start working with the walk and heel, all right? Foos. Good girl. Foos. Here. Sit. Platz. Platz. Good girl. Bleib. So this is important to me. If I can't get a heel with her, then we're not going to have that kind of relationship when I take her off leash, okay? So I want to teach that heel first. And when I'm teaching that heel, it's really good with Belgian Malinois because they really understand the heel, the whole concept, and the reason by doing it. They're real homebody dogs, so they really want to be with you. So it's the easiest thing that anybody can teach your dog. Foos. There you go. So I have that relationship with her. She's not gonna do the competition hill. She'll do a pet hill, which I like because no dog should walk around with their head stuck up, right? So if I want to go ahead and start to do a walking hill with her, I'm just gonna say foos. Ah, here, here, Koda, foos. Wait, wait, foos, Koda, here, foos. Good girl. Sit. Platz. And see, Koda's going to want to do her commands. She's going to want to do them right next to me. You saw when I called that command, she came right back here. Now, I am giving her treats. You want to reinforce every command you're doing. I can do all these commands without treats with Koda, but I'm using them here just as an example, especially for people who are going to be training a dog to do these commands. So we're going to walk over here. Koda, here. Foos. Wait. Come on. Koda. Wait. Good girl. Come on. 9. Foos. So she already knows, right? So when you're proofing a dog, when a dog is finally done with doing the training, you should be able to not use treats. That's most important. If you're pairing your commands with the dog, you want to use a treat so that you can reinforce the commands that you're giving. All right. So for instance, if I tell her to plot, she'll go down. Plots. Plots. All right. So that command is already reinforced, so she knows that command. So if you want to reinforce her going down to reward her, you can't say that. If I want to say stay in German is bleib. She speaks German, so I'm going to say bleib. Koda. Bleib. I can walk off, right? Now, same thing with that. I can put Koda in the sit stay, and I don't have to give her that command at all. Koda, foos. Foos. Koda, sit. Bleib. You see, I can give her that command, and I can walk off. So when we start talking about proofing a dog and finishing a dog, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about a dog that can be completely off leash, take commands, listen to the owner at the same time, okay? And be around other distractions. And it's hard to get that when your dog is trained completely on leash. If your dog's completely on leash, they're not getting this type of training. So when you get your dog home, they're still pulling, okay? So because Koda knows how to heel, when I do walk her on leash, she's not gonna pull, all right? We're gonna use a flat collar. So here's the flat collar, okay? She's not on a prong collar, right? So if I wanna start walking Koda, foos, wait. You're not gonna see that pulling method that you would normally see. Koda, foos, ah. So you're not seeing that pulling method because she's taught how to heel. Foos, good girl. So she's taught how to heel, so you're not going to see that pulling method, so I don't need a prong collar. That's the difference with working a dog off leash, that they're so confident on walking off leash. You can see there's so much slack in the leash that she's not pulling me because she was trained to foos off leash. Come on, Koda. She was trained to, here, wait. Good. So she's trained to walk off leash. So she's doing the same thing. Here, here, Koda, Foos, Foos, Foos. So because she's trained off leash, it makes on leash look a lot better. Okay, same thing here. So if I start giving her commands like to wait and stay, she'll do it. Foos. So that's the reason why you see she's not on a prong collar, she's on a flat collar, but she'll work off leash. So when I put her on leash, she's not giving me the pulling method. Okay, here, wait, and she understands her commands. And all this was done on leash training. So, you know, when you start talking about moving your dog in advanced training, yeah, I honestly agree that off leash is the best training for your dog, because on leash is just your basic stuff, and it's not gonna really advance your dog as far as you want. Koda, here, here. So that's the difference with on leash and off leash. And we talked again about heeling. Koda, here, Foos. Koda, Foos. We talked about heeling. This is a very important part, is a building block of dog training. We got to get the dogs to heel. If they're not heeling, they're not with us. If they're not with us, they're not paying attention. Okay, so this is important. This is extremely important in dog training, is having a dog heel with you, walk on and off leash. And we're going to do the off leash walking, same thing. Okay, Foos, here, here, Koda, Foos, Foos. Same thing, right? Looks like she was when she was off leash, on leash. She looks the same way. Here, catch up. Good girl. Wait. Same deal. All right. So when you look at dog training packages, you probably want to start looking at off leash. Find trainers that do off leash. You'll probably get the bang for your buck when it comes to dog training. If your dog is trained to be off leash, if your dog's not trained to be off leash, you're not going to get that. Here, Koda. Here. Foos. There you go. So that's my opinion on the on and off leash. I think heeling is more important into that, and I think that getting your dog structured in that environment is going to get what you're looking for when it comes to dog training, and having that dog completely. Because if you can't control a dog off leash, you cannot control them on leash. That's just point simple. If you can control them off leash, you can control them on leash. So if you guys have any questions about dog training and things like that, you're welcome to reach out to me. I'll get back to you. I'll have Monica or the team get back to you, and we'll work up a plan for you and your dog. But off leash training definitely is what you're looking for when it comes to having full control of your dog, and it's why we recommend it. So again, I'm Madison Bell. You guys have a good one, and peace.